Hey everyone, I'm back with another quick review of a really great summer fragrance that I love. I just recently added this to my collection, but it's a very underrated one in my opinion. So this is Acqua di Sicilia. You could see the name of it etched on the back. I know it's kind of hard to see on this frosted bottle. And it's from the house of Santa Maria Novella, which is a very old Italian fragrance house. So it is a house that's based in Florence, Italy. It's not widely known from my understanding, at least here in the States. I think it's very hard to find. There are a few shops here and there, like official Santa Maria Novella shops that I personally haven't visited, but there are also, if you could find them, a few perfume shops that carry this and other rare type of Italian and French and other type of perfume brands. And I could see why this house hasn't been that popular here in the States. They kept a lot of their fragrances that they've had for years. I'm sure that's probably been reformulated, but even then you could definitely smell that old school feel to them. They do offer like newer fragrances. They've released a few in more recent years that smell definitely of our time, but I think they're more known for their classic scents. I'm not sure when this particular fragrance was released. I couldn't find the year. Maybe I didn't look hard enough, but I believe it is one of their, maybe not original ones, but definitely their classic ones. I think a lot of the fragrances that they have in this house that have aqua in the name happen to be their older ones. I will list out the notes that the brand chose to release for this particular fragrance, but I will talk more about what I get from it, what I smell from it, and why I decided to, include it in my collection. So Acqua di Sicilia was one that I decided to purchase because it is one of the few fragrances that I think accurately depicts the smell of a lemon tree. So when I first apply it on myself, it is quite mouth puckering. There is that sour lemon that kind of makes me think of when a toddler first discovers biting into a citrus, and especially a lemon. And Sicily, from my understanding, though I have not been there personally, is a city that is known for their citrus fruits, their oranges, their lemons. In this fragrance, there might be various citrus fruits that this might have, but I mostly get lemon and a bit of bergamot. And I think the bergamot kind of adds a little bit of that bitterness that I also get in the beginning. The reason why I think it accurately smells like a tree is because I do get a little bit of twigginess from it. There's a bit of, this woodiness that comes out when it dries down. There's a bit of greenness as well. I believe petitgrain might be one of the notes here, but all of that together along with the lemon smell, it really does smell like the lemon tree that we have in our backyard. And I just love that smell when I'm picking off the lemons off that tree. And it has been so hard to find a fragrance that can capture that whole experience. A lot of times lemony fragrances can smell almost like cleaning products, and like I said, this is like one of the few ones that can pick up that natural smelling lemon. And it's almost as if I could smell the rind of the lemon too. It's not just the juices, it's really that whole experience of picking that lemon. And that's why I really love this fragrance. It's a great one to wear in the summer. It's one of those bright fragrances that puts a smile on my face and really lifts up my mood. Something I do get from this fragrance is this spiciness that I often get from a lot of their other fragrances. It's almost like clove, and I think it's like this cloviness that reminds me a lot of the smell of carnations that were put in a lot of fragrances that came from back in the day. So there is something a little bit old school about it, but honestly, I think because of the naturalistic lemon that I get from this, it's, to me, quite timeless. I don't see it as being that old school, that old fashioned. You might disagree if you're not really into that clovey type of smell, but I think that part of the development kind of adds this really nice texture and unexpected quality to it that I really like. Now it is an eau de cologne, and I decided to keep it as a splasher top. So when you decide to just leave it as a splasher bottle, this is the cap. You do have the option of switching it out with a sprayer. And I believe if you purchase it directly from the Santa Maria Novella website, they will include the sprayer with the bottle. I think if you purchase from other retailers like ZGO Perfumery or Beauty Habit, for example, I think you have to purchase the atomizer separately, which is, a couple bucks, but that's something to keep in mind if you do plan to purchase a bottle. You might want to consider purchasing it directly from the website if you want, or if you don't want to pay extra for that atomizer. I could include a picture of my Città di Kyoto bottle, which has the atomizer on it. That way you can see what it looks like with the cap on. I did want to mention that point because when I apply it as a splasher, it does not last as long. But I decided to keep it as a splasher because I have more control over how strong I want it to be. I'm still in that phase in my pregnancy where if I smell something way too strong, it just makes me really nauseous still. So that's why I kept it this way. But with the splasher, it lasts about maybe 3 to 4 hours. So I do have to reapply. Now, I don't know what it's like when you use the sprayer though. So I can't really say how long it would last or how much it could project if you use the atomizer. I would imagine it would be much better. So that's pretty much what I have to say about this fragrance. Let me know if you've tried anything from this house or if you've even heard of it. I really like Santa Maria Novella. I hope they get more recognition. And I think it's just really sad that all these older perfume houses that know what they're doing and that are passionate about this craft are being overshadowed by money grabbing brands that are fairly new and that are getting more recognition. And it's just a shame because I hope houses like these stay around for longer so that I could continue to enjoy their beautiful fragrances. But anyways, that's all I have to say for today. I hope you have a good one and I will see you next time. Bye.